And we go to the blackout record, obviously.
Actually, something just occurred to me. We could have the thing for Phoenix being a dick be an image of Phoenix doing the objection thing, but we move the hand down towards the crotch. So it's.
I don't think that would really work out since we only have down to. Like...
It's true. We don't have enough for it to really. Well, we can have it like coming up out of the desk.
What the hell,
Yeah,
Bill?
no, thanks.
No.
Okay.
No.
Anyway.
My other pointer
there.
finger is... Okay, never mind.
Pull my finger.
The prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery.
Oh, I got it. It'll be the objection pose, only he'll just be putting up the middle finger instead.
Perfect. Yes.
There we
Yes.
go.
There we go, perfect. And this record proves it.
It's actually a vinyl record inside of that thing.
You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Because devices with batteries in them do not exist.
Not it.
You can totally have a battery, you know, like outlet strip.
I will irk.
The defense has a point.
No shit, Judge.
Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sot?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself.
Worst witness ever.
Well, wait, I remember now.
Head face.
What?
Mr. Sot?
Did you really see it?
The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility.
Also, I'm leaving that chicken video just in the side the whole time. Just because I can't get over how much it looks like him.
I am totally okay with this.
It just looks so much like it's uncanny.
That,
Oh wait, no.
That is... Okay, that one's
Ding for the
not...
voice actor.
Yeah.
Judge.
Daddy, you seem rather distraught.
I had to...
What the hell did his toupee just come up his
My
head?
apologies, Your Honor! I just really have to pee. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sot. Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Hearing the time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it.
Fuck you, you're in contempt of court. Get out of here.
There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim.
Oh, well, good night then, Selfie. Sorry about that.
That
What?
must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it.
Yep. Totally explains how he heard it the first time.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
I'll be right back in a second.
Okay. Gladly. That strikes me as a very suspicious mistake.
Yes, I can see how you'd be a little doubtful. I'm really sorry, I only just remembered that table clock.
You're only just remembering a lot of things.
A table clock.
A clock that you put on the table.
A table that is a clock.
A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene?
Well, that's actually a reasonable question.
God.
He's not
Okay.
asking about what a table clock is.
Okay, point. Was there a clock at the scene?
This is the first I've heard of it.
This, on the other hand, the murder weapon?
I love your
Murder?
dumb voice you do for that.
Yes, the table clock that was used as a weapon.
Uh-huh.
Big clue.
That's what I said. Did you doze off in the middle of my testimony or something?
Something's fishy here.
Oh.
Why didn't you tell us that in the first place?
Objection!
I guess it just slipped my mind. I'm not really sure how it happened myself. I am the worst at framing somebody. This is the last time I murder anyone.
The witness says he saw the table clock. End of story.
That's not how it works.
Arclon?
No, find the contradiction!
Don't have to look too hard.
They didn't give us a massive spiel this time. And go straight to that. And you can basically always tell when you're right when the music stops. Wait just a moment.
Hold on a minute.
The murder weapon wasn't a clock. Was this statue?
Stand back.
Now how is this supposed to be a clock?
You with your objections and your evidence. Just, well, who do you think you are?
A fucking lawyer!
Oh,
Just
yeah.
answer the question, Mr. Saw it.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock.
Your Honor, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Payne.
As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock.
But how would you have known?
The neck is a switch. You just twist it and it says the time out loud.
So I guess it's now a game of Bop It.
Pop it, pull it, twist it.
You can get
As
another
it
one
doesn't
and
look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My
play Luck
apologies.
It, Fuck It.
Oh, I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright,
Oh.
it appears that the witness's testimony was correct, and this is a clock.
Which he totally could have seen the time on.
Or have any problems with the testimony now?
You robot voiced really badly when you said that. Can you try that again?
Yeah, one more time on that.
Or do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Still
Still
bad.
very
Robot
robot-y.
voice.
Robot
Robot word.
Yeah, keep talking, Purple.
Or do you have any problems with his testimony now?
Okay,
Of course
there
I
we go.
don't.
We got one. Yep, we totally don't have any problems. We just want the game to end right now.
Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. Among other things, like the hole in his face. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Because he couldn't just have it setting there and just, you know, press the switch without holding it. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment.
Maybe it's stiff enough that you couldn't possibly press the switch without actually twisting it.
Yeah, could be.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Clearly a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he clearly knew the victim.
That totally matters.
You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah, prove it! Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard.
Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. saw it. The sound must have left quite an impression on you.
It left a pretty big impression on her skull, too.
Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture.
Faceless? Just look at the witness's face. That's totally admissible evidence.
There is a point.
Oh, yeah.
He's going, grah.
Those eyes, though. The eyes.
Would the witness care to elaborate?
Don't think you can't have pizza.
Did you strike the victim with the clock?
Yes, let's just ask him flat out. I'm sure he'll come clean.
Got mail.
Apparently Art has mail.
Woo!
That day, I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I saw...
What the fuck?
What?
Shut up, I hate you! It was him, I tell you, I saw him! Having a heart attack. He killed her, and he said, burn, give him death.
Rob.
Order in the court, I see.
Just to note, Candace, that him throwing his toupee at Phoenix Wright and it sliding down his face is exactly what happened in the game.
Okay.
And in the movie.
Alright. So that's
Yeah,
what that
very
was.
glad they included that in the movie.
Oh, God, yes, that was amazing. Your Honor, a moment, please.
My witness seems to be freaking the fuck out.
There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
you claim the sound the witness... You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
Because fingerprinting is not a thing that exists.
He was wearing gloves.
Yeah, he was wearing gloves, unfortunately.
The one
Oh.
time they were actually smart enough.
Okay.
The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sawit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply...
Examine the
the
clock's
neighbors.
batteries.
Oh yes, the clock's batteries will tell you the sound the clock makes.
Wait, well, the batteries also talk.
Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock?
Oh, yeah, it's,
And then
like
the judge just throws
10:30
it at him.
PM.
Take that!
I ask the court to listen very carefully.
I think it's 8:25.
Well, that certainly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is the thinker, after all.
So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is right now?
It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit,
You're actually Mr. Did It.
let's not jump the gun now. Try to talk your way out of this one.
Does this count as Phoenix being a dick even though it's to the murderer?
It's a good question.
I don't think so.
Speaking of, I'm done with that image.
Oh, cool.
You forgot one thing!
Uh-oh. What's he talking about?
I gotta go. 1 second.
Okay.
I am.
Okay, I'm back.
While it may seem that the clock is running 3 hours slow, somebody's asleep. It proves nothing.
It proves everything.
How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case.
Because that's how things work.
Ah, he's right. How am I going to prove that?
Reasonable doubt.
Wow, really?
Damn it. I was so close.
The game has to have me tell you this one.
That is fantastic.
Awesome job with that, Fowl.
Mr. Wright,
No, I'm gonna save that for myself.
it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim.
Yes, Your Honor.
This means I cannot let you indict the witness.
You don't need to have a perfect case against the witness to indict them.
Well, unfortunately,
It's the worst justice system.
this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Salt.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. I have a heart attack and lose my hair. They treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime.
Grr. I almost had him.
It's the dumbest shit.
Sorry, Larry. I failed you.
Hold it!
There's nothing I can do about it now.
If only we had
Hold
evidence.
it, this court system is bullshit.
And then Mia basically just is like, look, I know this guy's an idiot. Let me do it.
Next line, you make.
Not so fast, Mr. Solid.
Sorry. Jumped ahead there.
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. I know it's hard, but think.
But, Chief, it's over.
You needed to do the stupid voice for that one.
Eh. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder.
Yep, no way to prove that.
Nobody can prove that.
Nope, no way to prove that.
Ark?
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box.
Yeah, shift the paradigm.
So I guess they had to shift the times around for translating it to localize it to America.
Yeah, pretty much.
Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and... think through it.
So this is basically exactly the, advice she gives us in the final case.
Oh yes, that does.
Yeah.
Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why did the chicken's head not move?
Figure out the reason, and you'll have the proof. Right? Right?
You knew that I'd forgotten that they actually went there.
Hmm.
You think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Oh,
course not.